Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Thinking Out Loud. And I call it Thinking Out Loud because that's exactly what I'm doing. Generally, I'll, start one of these videos with a couple topics or bullet points that I have and then kind of just fill it in so you're getting this information live, unedited, and uncut. So today, what I want to talk about is some of the lessons that I learned from, or I'll call them the life rules of my Uncle Joe. So, my Uncle Joe, grew up, not the best upbringing. If you were going to wish, or bet on somebody's success rate, pretty much my uncle and his siblings, including my mom, would not be the betting horses that most people would bet on. They grew up in the orphanage and, just really kind of had a tough time. And all of them were winners. And my Uncle Joe just, he had a refuse to lose mentality. So one of the last conversations that I had with him before he moved on, rest in peace, Uncle Joe, was just these three very important things that he shared with me that today I'm going to share with you. So number one was, he said, one of the most important things that one of the most important parts of your life is finding out who you are. And then he said that the second part is when you find out who you are, accepting who you are. So people will spend their whole life reading books and just trying to find things, working different jobs, trying different things, all trying to find out who they are. And then, sometimes you'll be looking everywhere instead of just accepting who you are. So a big self-awareness thing there, and that really stuck with me because it's one, when you find out who you are, you're on this search. Are you searching just because you don't want to accept who you are? So are you spending time trying to make yourself somebody that you're not, instead of accepting and embracing who you are and using what you were given, those talents that you were given, instead of trying to be somebody else, trying to be something that you're not? Accept who you are and stop looking for the secret answer or everything that's out there, and embrace your strengths and ability to be you, because nobody can do a better job than you, and that's what you were created for. So that really resonated with me. Number two, he said, never set your goals too low. So he was very, very successful. Started out at the bottom of a company, worked his way to being the president of the company, started his own company, had massive success, and did really, really well. So he lived these values. One of the things he shared with me was just, don't set your goals too low. He said, Matt, that's one of the worst things that you can do. He goes, don't tell yourself, hey, I'm going to make $1 million, or, ooh, I want to make $1 million. He said, I've made $1 million many times over. And he goes, it's not everything that you would think it is. And he goes, the funnest part and the best part is the journey to get to the goal. So don't set your goals too low. He said, because then once you hit them, it kills the fun. So the problem is not that we set our goals too high and fall short. It's that we set our goals too low and hit. So set them high, keep them high. Shoot for the stars. And there's a lot of people that shoot the stars and get them. So, or get close, right? Let's aim for the next galaxy. The sky's not the limit. Live limitless, and put your goals high. You will get what you expect, and I think that's just a very, very valuable lesson that he shared there. So my goals are high, and the last one is that you'll never get ahead by working one job. And what he meant by that is maybe it doesn't mean to go and get 5 different jobs, or you have to have 3 part-time jobs, or whatever it was. What he was trying to say is that if you just go and you work your one single job, and then you come home and you don't do anything else with that time that you have, then you've only invested in that, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours that you put into that other, job that you're working, and the rest of your time is going not invested. If you set your goals super high, go back to step 2, and you have these, really, really high goals, you're not going to get them working one single job. You're going to have to go above and beyond. Most people, the majority of people out there, work one job. Well, those aren't the super successful people, if you noticed. So if you go back and you study the greats in any industry, any endeavor, whether it's sports, whether it's singing, whether it's business, those people put much more than the average person into doing, and that's why they've excelled at such a high level. So you will have to do something outside of your job in order for you to excel. So maybe, after work, maybe you're working on your own side hustle. Maybe you like to paint, so you're painting outside of your job, and you're doing that daily to invest in your future of being a painter. Maybe you're a writer, so in your spare time you're writing. Basically sowing your time into something that you're going to reap the big rewards on, because a compound effect of your time investment can be life-changing over a course of time. So definitely, use that time, right? If it's not a job that you have, make your self-development or your business, your growth, your goal, make that into a job where you make a time commitment, and you put that time commitment into developing yourself with the skills that you need, or the practice and repetition that you need to dominate in that field that you're entering into. So I hope that this resonated with you, at least a little bit. If you got any value out of this video whatsoever, please hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, have an awesome day.